Do a little foam rolling here. We're gonna go ahead and roll our upper, mid, and a small portion of our lower back. Be careful when you do roll your lower back. You don't want to get too low and flare something up down there. We're gonna go ahead and roll on our side here and pull our arm across our body when we do that. That's gonna get some of that rotator cuff area right on top of that scapula. A little bit of the posterior deltoid in there too. We're going to go ahead and roll the lat here, latissimus dorsi. We're going to roll on our side, point our hand straight back, and really roll underneath that armpit there. You can also get some of the upper tricep there as well. So be sure to roll out your lats and your mid and upper back. Pull the arm across the body there like we demonstrated. We're also going to roll out our glutes. Get the glutes nice and loose there. Foam rolling takes practice, guys, so be patient. Maybe take a break in the middle half the time because it is upper body tricep. We're going to roll our abductors out here on the sides. Those are our hips. We're going to get on our side and actually roll out the side there, pulling the leg across the knee with one foot planted. I do have another video will demonstrate that a little better on coming, so look out for that. We'll get the hamstrings here, also another video where we'll get a little bit better description in there of how you do this, since I just face the other way trying to show other areas, but there will be more content coming, so look out for it soon. We're getting the hamstrings here. We're gonna point our toe to the inside and outside when we do this, just so you get the outside of the hamstring as well as the inside. Some of this other stuff we'll see a little bit better. We're gonna get the quads here. We'll get the lateral quad here right above the IT band. You don't want to get necessarily right on that IT band. It's a tendon, so roll the muscles above it and below it, lateral hamstring and lateral quad. You'll get some knee relief out of that if you're having knee pain. Roll the inside of the quad here as well. That's your vastus medius, the inside quad muscle. Get a good roll on that as well. So kind of generally you roll outside, middle, inside, try and get all areas, the tops and bottoms of the muscles where they attach, and you know they start and end. So go ahead and keep rolling that lat out, or excuse me, the quad. Get the calf muscle here. This will show kind of what I was talking about earlier, where you're trying to point the toe in and out, whether you're doing the hamstring or calf for this specific video. So I'll start rolling the middle, then I'll point my toe to the inside, get a good roll at the top and bottom right behind that knee, all the way down to the Achilles. Point that toe out, roll the outside of the calf. Same goes for the other side. After we get all those glutes, hips, quads, hamstrings, and calves, so full legs rolled out there, we're going to go ahead and stretch the upper body that we also already rolled. We'll go into a yoga move here called a child's pose. I like to put my palms facing each other when I do this. Get a little bit more of a lat stretch out of there. And we're going to go to the cobra stretch and stretch your core. Now we'll do some cat cows or cat ups here. Try and stretch those rhomboids and mid traps. Get the back nice and loose. Hold this for about 3 to 5 seconds and relax. 3 to 5 seconds and relax. Do about 3 sets of those. One more set of each of those. Get the lats. We'll get the core again, cobra stretch. Now we'll fold our arm across our body here. This will really stretch that rotator cuff a little bit, the posterior deltoid, the rear delt, the one that runs behind your shoulder at the top of your humerus there. A little bit of tricep in there. You get stretch out when you do that as well. I'm just kind of flowing through this. Normally I'll hold stuff for about 10 seconds and relax, and then do another set. Hold it for about 10 seconds and relax. That's called PNF. We can get into that a little bit more in a different video. I'll do a little bit of that here on my glutes because they were pretty tired from the workout I did this day and the day before. So see, I'm holding for about 10 seconds, relaxing, going back to that same leg, pulling, holding for about 10 seconds, and then relaxing. Now I'm switching sides here. Now I fold the leg across, rest my shin on my knee, push, and then I drop that foot down to the floor while I reach back. This will actually stretch your pec, your chest, pectoralis major, your lateral obliques there will also get stretched. When you pull your knee here, it's really cool. It'll stretch your piriformis and your glute med. Switching sides, pulling and pushing. You'll get the top of the hip when you push a little more like that, and then when you pull that into you, you'll really feel that on the outside of your hip there and in your glute. I love that stretch. It really helps my lower back and hips a lot. We're going to grab the foam roller. I use this for a little bit of balance here. You can also use an exercise ball and prop that in between there. Right now we're stretching the hip flexor and the psoas out. We'll go ahead and bring that back foot up and pull and stretch the quad. You'll get that higher up on the hip there when you do this. Some of those attachments there where they attach at your hip of the quad muscle. Now I'm reaching for my toe, and then I'm going to be stretching my hamstring here in this. When I stretch for my toe like that, we'll switch side and do it the same exact thing on the opposite side. When you're stretching your hip flexor here, you're really trying to drive that pelvis forward and then rotate that pelvis anteriorly. So try and really rotate that forward as you are looking up and keeping your chest up. I rest my elbow on my quad here and then put my hand on the foam roller or exercise ball. We're also reaching on the other side here to our toe. Do this with a mat, otherwise it can be a little bit unfriendly on your knee that's down. I've had knee problems from either doing this myself or stretching clients on my knee, so always use a mat for some knee support. Right now we're going to do the same stretch, but we're going to rotate our toe and point it inward towards away from your body. You'll see it here. Point that toe in, and then we're leaning our body forward here because we're really trying to stretch our groin out. So yeah, that's our adductor there. Stretch that out. But guys, keep foam rolling. It's good.